For many investors, the amount of dividend that a company is paying is an important factor that they analyze before finalizing whether to invest in a company or not. Dividend-paying stocks are an excellent way to invest in the stock market. Although they're not as popular as high-yield bonds, dividend-paying stocks offer investors a way to earn a steady income from their investments. In this video we will tell you the top 10 best dividend-yielding stocks in the Indian stock market. Make sure to watch till the end for a special bonus stock. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to keep getting more of such amazing content. Without any further delay, let's begin the video. Let us first focus on learning what is a dividend. A dividend is a reward that is paid to the shareholders by a publicly listed company. Dividends can be in the form of cash, shares, cash equivalents, etc., and they are usually issued from the company's net profit or reserved cash. Now, let us see what is a dividend stock. A dividend stock is the stock of a company that regularly shares high dividends out of its earnings with its shareholders. Some companies give dividends more than once per year in the form of final dividends and interim dividends. Also, it is worth noting that dividends need to be seen in correlation with the net profits. Some of the best dividend-paying companies use their profit judiciously. While rewarding the shareholders is good, the profit needs to be strategically reinvested in the company. This ensures growth and enables long-term wealth creation for investors. The first stock in our list is Vedanta Limited. Vedanta Limited is an Indian multinational mining company headquartered in Mumbai, India, with its main operations in iron ore, gold and aluminium mines in Goa, Karnataka, Rajasthan and Odisha. It is well known for consistently paying dividends to its shareholders. A Rs 1,000 investment in Vedanta is expected to yield a dividend of 261.2 per year, at a yield of 26.12%. The current share price stands at 308.75 rupees. The next stock is Styrenix Performance Materials Limited. Styrenix Performance Materials Limited is engaged in the business of producing Styrenix plastic with focus on styrene monomer, polystyrene, ABS standard and Styrenix specialties. They are among the best dividend-paying stocks in India. A 1,000 rupees investment in Styrenix Performance Materials Limited is expected to yield a dividend of 137.5 per year at a yield of 13.75%. The current share price stands at 770.95 rupees. The next one up is Indian Oil Corporation Limited. The country's top distributor of petroleum products, Indian Oil Corporation, is one of the highest dividend-paying stock. IOCL paid its equity stockholders a dividend yield of 10.55% in the previous financial year. A 1,000 rupees investment in Indian Oil Corporation is predicted to yield a dividend of rupees 105.5 annually. The current share price stands at 79.50 rupees. Up next is Rural Electrification Corporation Limited. REC Limited, formerly Rural Electrification Corporation Limited, is a subsidiary of Power Finance Corporation Limited, which in turn is under the ownership of the Ministry of Power, Government of India. It finances and promotes power projects across India. REC provides various financial services and engages other credit-granting activities. REC Limited dividend yield is 10.1%. The stock investment of 1,000 rupees is expected to generate a dividend yield of 100.10 per year. The current share price stands at 114.05 rupees. Next one in the list is Coal India Limited. Coal India Limited is an Indian central public sector undertaking under the ownership of the Ministry of Coal, Government of India. It is the largest government-owned coal producer in the world. It is also the 7th largest employer in India with nearly 272,000 employees. Dividend payments to Coal India are made at a rate of 10.84% yearly. On a 1,000 rupees investment made in Coal India during the previous fiscal year, equity stockholders received a dividend payment of 108.4 rupees. The current share price stands at 213.05 rupees. If you want to invest in such stocks and earn amazing dividends as a side income, You can open your DMAT account by using the links given in the description below. Next one in the list is National Mineral Development Corporation. NMDC Limited, formerly National Mineral Development Corporation, is a central public sector undertaking. It is under the ownership of Ministry of Steel, Government of India. It is involved in the exploration of iron ore, copper, rock phosphate, limestone, etc. It is India's largest iron ore producer and exporter, producing more than 35 million tons of iron ore. NMDC has a 12.29% dividend yield, which means that a 1,000 rupees investment in this stock generated a 122.9 rupees annual dividend. The dividend per share has been steadily rising at NMDC since the 2017 fiscal year. The current share price stands at 118.30 rupees. Next one in the list is Oil and Natural Gas Corporation. The Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, ONGC, is an Indian central public sector undertaking under the ownership of Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Government of India. It is the largest government-owned oil and gas explorer and producer in the country, and produces around 70% of India's crude oil and around 84% of its natural gas. On an annual investment of 1,000 rupees, ONGC has offered equity stockholders a dividend yield of about 8.04%, approximately 80.4 rupees. The business raised its dividend per share following the COVID outbreak. The current share price stands at 148.15 rupees. Next one is Steel Authority of India Limited. The next stock belongs to the iron and steel sector and is properly known as SAIL. Steel Authority of India Limited is a central public sector undertaking based in New Delhi, India. It is under the ownership of Ministry of Steel, Government of India. With an annual production of 16.30 million metric tons, it is the largest government-owned steel producer. This mid-cap stock gave investors a dividend yield of 10.25%. For every 1,000 rupees invested in the company, shareholders received 102.5 rupees as a dividend. The current share price stands at 83.35 rupees. For the next stock, we have Power Finance Corporation Limited. Power Finance Corporation Limited is an Indian central public sector undertaking under the ownership of the Ministry of Power, Government of India. Established in 1986, it is the financial backbone of Indian power sector. PFC is India's largest NBFC and also India's largest infrastructure finance PSU. From the financial year 2020, Power Finance Corporation Limited has continuously increased both its dividend per share and earnings per share. PFC gave a dividend return of 8.6% and around 86 rupees on every 1,000 rupees invested in this stock during the previous fiscal year 2022. The current share price stands at 141.35 rupees. The last stock on our list is Power Grid Corporation of India. Power Grid Corporation of India Limited is an Indian central public sector undertaking under the ownership of Ministry of Power, Government of India. It is engaged mainly in transmission of bulk power across different states of India. Power Grid transmits about 50% of the total power generated in India on its transmission network. It provides system planning, implementation, operation, and energy transmission services on an interstate level. The Power Grid pays 57.6 rupees on investment of 1,000 rupees to the shareholders at a rate of 5.76% dividend yield. Since fiscal year 2015, Power Grid Corporation of India has increased its dividend per share. The current share price stands at 216 rupees. Now, as promised in the beginning of the video, it's time for the bonus stock. The name of the stock is Vardhaman Acrylics Limited. Vardhaman Acrylics Limited is a leading manufacturer and supplier of acrylic fiber and tow in India. The company's products primarily include fiber and tow, which are made from acrylonitrile. Its products are marketed under its own brand Varlin. Its products are used for the manufacturing of various apparel and household use items such as clothes, sweaters, t-shirts, carpets, woven blankets, rug bed sheets, socks, etc. Vardhaman Acrylics paid its equity stockholders a dividend yield of a whopping 49.2%. A 1000 rupees investment in Vardhaman Acrylics Limited is predicted to yield a dividend of 492 rupees annually. The current share price stands at 50.40 rupees. So that's the list from our side. But remember, before making an investment in the stocks with highest dividend yields, it's necessary to study the basic business and its financial position. It's also important to consider the dividend payout ratio, or the percentage of earnings dispersed as dividends, to confirm that the company is financially stable enough to continue paying dividends. Along with dividend yield, you need also take into consideration the other important company fundamentals, such as earnings per share, ROAS and ROE, net profit margin, revenue growth, return on investment, cash flow, and return on assets, etc. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and comment down below if we missed any of the stocks. See you in the next video.